Inside Bridgestone Arena on a rainy afternoon in Nashville, the Islanders and the Predators set to square off. Willie Donick, Chris Mason here with you, and welcome to Smashville. You've got a very interesting starting lineup. Both teams starting the physical element of their teams. But before we drop the puck, let's give you the Mid-South Ford keys to the game.
All right, Halloween style too. Number one, trick or deets. I'm talking about the details of the game. Both teams very similar. Stress the defensive side of the game. The devil is in the deets. All right, number two, power play ghouls. That's goals in Halloween translation. The power play has been getting it done for the Nashville Predators. Ryan Johansson, the big dogs, the second unit, the young guys, everybody competing, and they're having success and winning games because of it. Let's go, boys.
Both teams with clear identities, as we talked about in our pregame show, and they will start the physical fourth lines. That's our Zaxby's opening puck drop, and away we go. Big Zdeno Chara out there. Zdeno out at 44 years of age, back where he started. All these years later, over 1,600 games in the NHL. Alexander Carrier will start things off on D, along with his partner Matthias Ekholm. An errant pass swept ahead by Carrier. The herd out there. Here's Tanner Jeannot moving in strong. A backhander wide of Ilya Sorokin. Followed in. Ekholm keeps it alive. This one cleared past Colton Sissons, and that will be icing. So Sissons, Trennan, and Jeannot get the start. Now we'll give you the Vanderbilt Health player update. Both teams going with very similar lineups. They've had rest. Islanders have not played since last Sunday. Predators since Tuesday. David Riddick is getting closer to coming back. He's practiced again for the first time since mid-October when he was put on the COVID list. So same lineup that the Predators put out there against the San Jose Sharks. And if you missed the last couple of games, you've now seen that Mikael Granlund is working with Matt Duchene and Philip Forsberg. They're on the ice. Puck swept wide of the net. Dante Fabro out there with Roman Josi for the Predators. Granlund maneuvering his way out to the line. His shot is deflected. Chara chips it over to the corner. Josi trying to keep it in. Josi pivots around one man. He's picked off there by Chara. Kyle Palmieri takes the puck for the Islanders. Shoots it. And a save made by UC Saros. Rebound to the corner. Lots of traffic over there. Anthony Beauvillier picks up the puck. The shot rising high over the glove of Saros. Shane looking to clear. Islanders pressuring the puck down low. A very rested Islanders team. Here's Scott Mayfield shooting. That was deflected before it got to Saros. Outlet pass cut off by Brock Nelson. His pass deflected by Granlund. Nelson and Granlund shoving each other as both head back to the bench.
Well, I think we've got an early indicator how this game's going to be played. You mentioned the starting lineups, and two teams that play a very similar style. And anytime you play defense first, you got some toughness in your squad. Both teams very capable of the physical side of things.
Josh Bailey and the top line out there for the Islanders. Out to the point, they swing it around to the veteran Andy Green. Floats it wide, looking for a tip. Followed up by Noah Dobson. That goes wide. Green keeps it in again. Islanders spending a lot of time in the Nashville end. Anders Lee, the captain, to the slot. Barzal misfired, and it goes wide. Barzal lets it go to the point. Dobson can't keep it in, and it goes all the way back down.
The Islanders putting some pressure. And, you know, we talk about the defensive play, but when both teams are in the offense, part of the way that they play is they get in heavy on the forecheck, very physical. They can keep that puck in zone and just grind you down.
Islanders advance the puck, and a powerful shot by Oliver Wahlstrom. Saved by Saros.
All right, well, the Islanders, good start there by the Predators, but the last minute and a half or so has been the Islanders. And again, nothing fancy here, but they'll get the big guys behind. Anders Lee, a big guy, their captain, and they just missed there. And here's the last shot right here. Just misses. That was a miss there, but they get in that slot. Barzal, gotta watch out for him. He's a sniper. He just missed that one.
Barzal, probably the most gifted offensive player for the Islanders. They just do it collectively. They've got a lot of well-tenured players. They've made a couple of key trades. This one floated into the corner. Nashville with Tommy Novak and his group out there. Nick Cousins with the puck, looking for Novak and Phil Tomasino rounding out the line. This one leaks to the circle, taken by the Islanders. They're one of the best in the NHL at protecting the house They'll give you the puck on the perimeter. They will try to protect those high-scoring areas.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we talk about, having the illusion of time. You can have that puck. They'll let you stay on the outside, but they're going to jam-pack the middle of the ice, and anytime you come and try to converge on the house area, if you will, they're going to attack you and make your life difficult if you want to make plays and get to that area.
Matt Martin waiting for his teammate to tag up. Casey Cizikas, Matt Martin, and Kyle Clutterbuck. Widely considered one of the best fourth lines in hockey. They've been together for a long time.
Absolutely, and we have our version, the Herd, maybe the heir to the throne, but they're very good. They've got some skill, some speed, and some size, and they just work so well together. They just wear teams down. They get in on the forecheck and make life miserable for defensemen.
They are matched up head-to-head, at least in this early portion of the first period. That'll be fun to watch. Both teams bring it with the edge. Islanders have won their last two back-to-back shutouts by Sorokin last weekend. Barry Trotz, though, gave his team 3 complete days off. They're starting the season with 13 consecutive road games as they await their building to get some final construction. They have a brand new arena that the Predators will be visiting in December. Quick turnaround. Beauvillier from the slap is blocked by Ekholm. Picked up by Kyle Palmieri. He's got room. Sweeps it in front. Bouncing puck. They battle for it in the circle. And a nice shot by Luke Cunnin to get it out of trouble. Thrown right back to the net. Glove down by Saros.
Great job by the Preds there, and we're talking about the Islanders making it tough in front of the net. And the Preds do a great job. They're going to give the space to the outside, and as soon as that puck or the play comes to the middle, right here, look at all the gold jerseys in the middle. You're going to attack the net right here, Palmieri. Look at 5 gold jerseys down there defending. They get the rebound. An easy shot for Saros to take care of here. And then look at the gold jerseys. Just attack the Islanders' offensive players in front of the net. Get the puck possession and get it out of harm's way. Good job right there.
Face-off won by Forsberg. Forsberg's outlet pass popped up in the air by Lee. Chara around to Bailey. Josh Bailey drops it off to Matt Barzal. Quick skating, back to Chara to the net. Knocked down in front, Bailey through the legs, but waiting there was Ekholm.
Oh man, little pressure, but again, guys, numbers back in front of the net. They protect that play, protect that area. No scoring chance.
Ekholm turns towards the net, centers to the slot. It comes out to Carrier, floats it off the backboard, looking for the rebound is Forsberg. Sorokin covers. And there's Chara. Boy, does he take up space in front of that net.
6'9" off skates. He towers a little bit over our own Hal Gill here.
We got a penalty here.
And he is a little too much rough stuff, but there's going to be a lot of battles. Both teams really want to protect that area. Chara's been doing this for 2 decades now, at least, maybe more.
The Oct.30 medal for roughing.
So a little extra in the mind of Justin St. Pierre, and Big Z is in the box.
Yeah, watch this. Here you go. You got numbers, and Big Chara right in front. You can't miss him. Here comes the puck. But I love the Preds. Granlund, Forsberg battling Matt Duchene in front of the net, and you could see Chara and Forsberg. And it was that one right there, a little too much. Give a couple shots at the end there. That was probably would have been okay if he had stopped. And look at this. Forsberg hanging in there, battling with Big Z. Ooh. And that's the one right there. That was the one when the arm went up and going to serve 2. So the power play, which has been very hot lately, gets an opportunity.
So the Predators have power play goals, at least 1 in the last 3 games. And they have struck in the last 3 games early. So here's their first shot. Josi at the top. We broke this down for you in our pregame show. How they rotate around. Forsberg trying to shoot early. It's blocked. Duchene able to collect that pass. Josi down the middle, bouncing around. It was Duchene and Johansson trying to retrieve. This is Duchene. Josi again trying to get the action down the middle. Hit some skates, picked off by Granlund. Back to the point, kept in Josi. A quick pass to Johansson. Granlund pressured, gets it back to the point. Far side, Forsberg tees it up, goes across. Mishandled by Duchene. He thought about the shot. He had it all ready to go. They get it back to him. Duchene to the slot. Johansson to Josi. Whipped wide. Johansson again. Predators have had possession the entire time in the Islanders zone. One timer stop. Rebound in the slot. Back to Forsberg. Stopped again. Granlund now trying to get loose. Stick broken on the ice belonging to Cizikas. A blast by Josi missed the net, and it's a self-clear.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, the puck movement right now by the Nashville Predators is just off the charts. Quick passes. You just see that Islander penalty kill just running around. They lost the stick. They got to be tired. They're holding on for dear life there. Preds moving that puck.
New 5 on the ice. That's Eli Tolvanen at the far side. Tommy Novak working the flank. Tomasino's shot. That's blocked. In the slot, Cousins turned to shoot. Had it poke checked off his stick. Matthias Ekholm driving it out high. Tomasino down on the diagonal. Pass off target, and it's cleared by New York.
So obviously the Rangers have done a pre-scout. I can see Andy Green. He's moving up higher into that slot, watching that high tip that this unit's been very successful. So that video plays a big part in how teams play on the power play. So looks like they're making some adjustments, trying some different plays.
Chara comes out of the box. Give and go to Cousins. Cousins to the high slot. One-timer stopped by Sorokin. Rebound loose to the side of the net. And it's covered down low. Pops out to the slot again. Tomasino's shot is blocked. So a flurry late as Chara came out of the box. Chara knocks over Cousins. Cousins gives Chara another shove. And they exchange some words. Teams back to 5 aside. Fabro floats one. Sissons does well to collect it. Back to the point. Yossi will have to take it back into neutral territory. On the regroup, it's stolen by Palmieri. Palmieri works his way on his forehand on the angle. Missed the net.
Sorokin with some big saves, coming off 2 consecutive shutouts. You can tell when you're a goaltender and you're seeing the puck, able to track it. Things are in slow motion down there. He's made 3 or 4 gigantic saves on that power play.
A lot of possession time for the Predators on the power play. 3 shots on goal and 5 total shot attempts. Barzal maneuvering his way. Great skater Barzal. Missed the net on that shot. Barzal still lingering behind the net. Nashville takes possession. Matt Benning working with Mark Borowiecki as the 3rd defense pair in their 3rd straight start together. They were inserted in Minnesota. Nashville has won back-to-back games with them in there. Islanders again had the puck stripped away. Anders Lee took a hard hit, floated to the line. Chara waits there. Able to work it free was Johansson. Tomasino shot out of the cannon. Tomasino works his way in. Knocked it wide. Stick was sort of tied up. A blast by Ekholm, redirected towards the middle. On the counter, it's Beauvillier. He's had a couple of good looks so far. Beauvillier anticipated that pass by Ekholm. Puck sent back Ekholm's way. Nashville coming in 3-on-2. Granlund right down the middle to the wing. Forsberg juggled it for a moment. Carrier down from the blue line. Carrier pressure thrown into the boards by Adam Pelech. Good physical linchpin defenseman for this team. Granlund whips it cross ice. Ekholm drives it right back. It ends up on the stick of Granlund again. On the cycle, Matt Duchene. He'll reverse the puck over the boards. Tolvanen. Tolvanen sweeps it back down low. Granlund to the slot. Duchene could not pull the trigger. He was loose between the circles.
Well, I think that might have hit the defenseman there before it got to Duchene and just changed the angle of that pass, so he couldn't quite get it clean. But really good movement by the Predators. They're really getting some opportunities on the Islanders in the defensive zone. Not easy to do.
Offside at the line. Things getting settled in here in Nashville. No score. Nashville some good chances on the power play. Brings back memories of his encounter with Yakov Trenin.
Well, I'd highly recommend to anybody your first NHL fight, please don't pick Zdeno Chara. 6'9", 250 pounds. Yakov Trenin, 6'1", 200 pounds. But look at the Yak. Watch this right here. Boom. Buckles Big Z. And I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of big men that have dropped the gloves with big Zdeno Chara and not come out very well. But Yakov Trenin, the Yak, what a debut by him. And he is playing some excellent hockey to start this season.
Zdeno Chara has been playing hockey longer than the Predators have existed.
I played junior with Zdeno Chara. He's a great man.
I'd love to hear you tell stories about him when he was just coming up, because he's such a unique player, as we all know. And he just has done it all.
He has. He came over, didn't have any winter. We played in Prince George, British Columbia. Didn't have winter jacket. We had to buy him. The team bought him clothes and all that. He couldn't skate very well, but being 6. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. It's Matt Benning getting involved. And there were some blows thrown. That's that 4th line we were talking about. They call him the best 4th line in hockey. It's Cizikas, Martin, and Clutterbuck. And they're going to try to establish that physical edge.
Yep. Well, it's you're going against the Herd, who's the up-and-comers, and I wouldn't even call the Herd line a fourth line with the role that they play on this team and the results and the value that they have. There's no question, but these are the battles. Clutterbuck in there, Cizikas, Martin, look at them, all three. It's physical battles, and I love Benning too early in this season. This is his second. I don't know what they'll give him. I don't think they got to fight. Him and Cizikas, and he drops the mitts here and starts going, but that's what the kind of...
5, go for roughing.
So got a roughing.
So 4 aside. So Cizikas at 5'11", the smallest of the 3 on that fourth line, engaging with Matt Benning.
But they all get in there, and it's when you play with that type of player, those types of players, it makes you bigger, makes you stronger. You got your buddies to back you up, and he's no stranger to that. And you can look at the Herd line with Jeannot, Trennan, and Sissons. Sissons plays a lot more physical with those guys too, as does the rest of the team.
There's Barry Trotz, 577 wins at the helm of the Predators once upon a time.
Third all time.
Well, and so the first 577 with the Predators, but now he's got a chance to move up. He could go to second. Of course, Scotty Bowman is far and away number 1, so that's way down. But Barry Trotz got the job for the Predators when he was so young. He still may be coaching for a long time. Who knows?
Just an incredible man. He gave me my start in the NHL, but just what he did for this community and this team. I mean, you couldn't have picked a better guy to lead the way for the Predators right from day one. Just a great man.
We got a 4-on-4. Barzal very dangerous with that extra open ice, the way he can skate. Pelech finds Barzal. Neither team has scored or given up a goal in 4-on-4 play as of yet. Predators have not played a lot of 4-on-4. There haven't been too many situations like that. Bailey makes his pass connect. Dobson, the defender, tried to hit Barzal. Now losing it up high is Bailey. He'll go behind the net. Islanders stay spread out at the line. Pelech with Bailey way out top. Behind the net. Barzal. Picked up by Carrier one-on-one. Carrier will track him. Now Barzal tries to weave his way to the middle. Straight ahead Dobson. The shot stopped by Saros. Rebound to the side of the net. Taken by Pelech. On the crisscross. Dobson attacks. Dobson against Granlund. It's a man-on-man situation, and Carrier makes the steal.
Good job, little 4-on-4, a little more room there, but defensive detail is just as important. Carrier and Ekholm doing a great job in front of the net, eventually getting possession back.
New players out, Duchesne and Johansson at forward. Yossi whips the backhand across. A one-timer by Favreau, blocked straight back. It's a race for the puck. Favreau has to hurry. J.G. Peugeot. Pass was behind everybody, and a chance to take it for Duchesne. He lost the handle. Peugeot engages with him, works it free. He's got a man open. Deflection made by Favreau. Islanders had a man cutting right between the circles.
Yeah, Parisi right in the high slot there, coming down, and Favreau makes a good play there. Good awareness. Again, finding out where that threat is coming from.
Late turn back at the blue line by Carrier. 4-on-4 is over. A fast-moving sequence. I don't think there was a whistle the entire time. Teams back to 5 aside. Puck put in behind Saros. Swept along. Chara. Floats it back behind the net. Brock Nelson powers his way. Chips it up in the air from the circle. Nashville moves it out high. Cousins, Tomasino, Novak on the ice for the Predators. This will be an icing on New York. Time for the DraftKings Sportsbook. Follow the money, Mace.
Is the way to go here, but that's why you play the games, Willie.
That is correct. 7:22 to go in this first period. Villiers sent it right to Tomasino, who let it fly. Villiers tried to get fancy moving between his legs. Almost cost his team a scoring chance. Villiers gets crunched by Cousins. Tomasino speeding over against Chara. Little age difference between those two. And a whistle, 7:01 to go. Breaking the action here in Nashville. Predators and Islanders.
The Herd line started this game. We knew it was going to be physical. Is it as physical as you expected it to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's always physical against a good team, you know. We started with our big boys. They started with theirs, so it was fun, though. It's a good start. 0-0, we got to take care of the puck, and then good things will happen.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Guys?
Players take note. when they start the muscle, don't they?
Absolutely. They, you know, everything in this game, what the other team wants, what message they want to send, how you want to answer it, but man, it makes for some great hockey.
13 minutes gone by here in the first period. As you would expect from these two teams, offense hard to come by. Islanders have scored and given up 15 goals. From the slot, it's Sissons. That one deflected just wide. The Herd line has done an excellent job in terms of scoring chances, overall possession. They haven't had a lot of success in terms of just putting in the back of the net, but they've had their chances. So they're not just out there to crash and bang, they're controlling the play.
Absolutely not. They all can skate. They're very physical, smart hockey players. And you can see that as the confidence builds with that line, the execution and the offensive generation.
And they do it starting the offensive zone only 33%. Now tic-tac-toe, Forsberg! What a save! Sorokin robbed him. Beautiful passing.
Oh, again, they get in the zone clean off the rush. Not easy to do against the Islanders. And then they make a nice play here. What, right here. Granlund. It's going back to Granlund. Forsberg posted right in front. Loses coverage there in a wide open spot. He comes flying across. What a save by Sorokin. And here's Sissons right in the slot again. Getting a shot through. That might have went off at Tanner Jeannot, but Sorokin covering the lower part of the net. Man, he's made about 3 or 4 massive saves.
So the Herd line followed up by the top line, both getting pretty good looks. Face off. Forsberg tried to kick it to his forehand and drive to the net. Cleared ahead, 2-on-1 coming for the Islanders. Bailey's shot, save made, make it Nelson. Firing from the right wing side, Saros was ready for it.
He was ready for it, and good job by Dante Fabro pushing Nelson to the outside there.
Islanders with a good breakout pass. Saros collects.
Cool game we have here. Islanders versus Preds, Cousins, Chara, Forsberg, Chara, everyone getting in the mix here. That was a penalty right there. It's all over the ice. Cizikas and Benning. This is the second time Benning's dropped a miss. He's yet to get a major. But what a battle here. And there's Matt Benning right there. Getting in the action. No stranger to that physicality, just how the Preds want to play.
So after that 2-on-1, saved by Saros, Islanders go back to work. Floated with the backhand by Mayfield. Saros makes the save. Let's hear from Rooms to Go.
Go style, go savings, go selection. At Rooms to Go, you can go any way you want, by the piece or by the room, and always make the most of your space for less. Rooms to Go. Let's go.
Another one draw, rebound, batting back, still in the slot, coming through Pellick. Penalty call coming up on the Predators. Nelson feeds it out high. Extra attacker about to come on, but the Predators touch up. So the Islanders pushing, and they'll have their first power play of the afternoon.
Nashville, they need 2 minor for holding the stick.
Well, there was a big scrum in front of the net, and I think that's when Justin St. Pierre, take a look here. There's Ryan right there. Johansson right in the middle of your screen, just holds up a little bit on Nelson, and that's a tough one there. So that was a penalty. Hold the stick.
Well,
what are you going to do? But big
he
kill
definitely
here.
held it. He didn't.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have his stick, so we figured, well, I'll just take yours. You can't do that. Power play chance for the Islanders. Their power play has yet to hit its stride, but certainly very dangerous. Anders Lee moves it out to Dobson. Across for Barzell. Now the Predators are missing a stick. It belongs to Ekholm. Barzell, stick handling all the way around. Good passing. Falling down Saros, and the puck is put in the net. Anthony Beauvillier, the beneficiary, as the Islanders had some tremendous passing.
Well, that was excellent work by Matthew Barzell, taking the puck behind the net. This is what we talk about. Get the kill moving around right here. It's going to come all the way down. Look at the movement. You're going around the whole ice. Watch Barzell. Patience, patience, pass. And then look, just fades out. Beauvillier fades out. He has time. Saros, I'm not sure if he clipped something on the way over there, but he had to readjust and couldn't quite get set, and he lost his balance there. And Beauvillier takes his time and just lasers one right under the bar. What a shot there. 1-0 Islanders.
So it all started with Ekholm losing the stick. Now Fabro makes an interception, puts it right in front, followed up, and Forsberg is stopped. Sorokin once again in tight, making some good saves. Fabro right back to the blue line. Duchesne trying to work himself free. Lost an edge. Bodies collide out by the blue line. Yossi keeps it along. It leaks across. Nashville tags up and goes back on the attack. So the power play goal credited to the Islanders. It's Beauvillier. The assist will go to Bailey and Barzell. Could really give all 5 guys some sort of credit on that one. From the outside, a good shot there by Tolvanen, followed up by Cunnin. Tolvanen and Cunnin are 2 guys the Predators really want to get going. They get a chance to move along with Johansson now. Those 2 not much on track offensively. Johansson battling for a loose puck. You know he wants to atone. He took the penalty that started this whole thing. Johansson deep in the circle. Cycling with Tolvanen. Tolvanen scored on opening night, hasn't scored since. Cunnin still looking for his first goal of the year. Thrown back to the net. A big rebound kicked out by Sorokin. Now on the counter, the Islanders come in. Clutterbuck on his backhand. Picked up, followed up by Sadikas in a collision right there with Borowiecki. Borowiecki levels Sadikas to the ice as the puck went by. Puck stays in play. Nashville with possession. Benning an outlet to Johansson, who whacks it out of the air.
Well, the Preds again, they get some chances against the Islanders. Tough to do, but again, Sorokin's coming in. He's probably the hottest goaltender in the last 3 games or so. Got to find ways to continue to get traffic.
To the net, blocked in front, in the slot, dangerous area. Kept alive by the Islanders. Beauvillier swung around to check from Borowiecki, who had him lined up. Borowiecki takes it back and hits Tomasino. Tomasino will dump it in. Sorokin close enough to play it, wheels it around the ice, and the Islanders clear. So the Predators falling behind for the first time in a while. They led wire to wire basically in their last 2 wins. They actually scored first against the Jets, but spent most of the night trying to catch up in that wild 6-4 game, which has been the anomaly. Most of the other games have been very tight games.
And this one too, you know the 5-on play, it's going to be 5-on-5 play is going to be very tight. Talked about both teams' defensive structure. That's why those special teams are so important.
Good defensive position by the Predators. Break up that play after the Islanders jammed up the neutral zone. Bailey drops it off, coming over to help his lead. Behind the net it goes. Barzell tracked there by Ekholm. A crisscross and a drop off to Mayfield. Centering pass right in front. Shipped out and then thrown back in. Nashville takes it away. Penalty call coming up on the Islanders. No, it'll be on the Predators. A late whistle. The Predators were moving up the ice before the whistle blew.
Well, it's going to be Trennan and Anders Lee taking exception to that hit.
So interference will be the call.
Nashville number 13. 2-minute minor penalty for interference.
Well, let's take a look here. Here's Trennan right here. I guess he just loses the puck, so he didn't have the puck. I don't think, unless he just lost it there, tried to pass it, but referee deemed that was a little bit late. There's Anders Lee. Here's another look right here. Yeah, no puck, can't hit him. So it was tough timing there on that one, but I think it's the right call.
That second look gave you a better idea of what they saw there. You're right, you cannot hit the man that doesn't have the puck. A little bit of a late whistle was confusing. So now the Predators back on the penalty kill after the Islanders just ran a clinic on them. It's only to the Islanders' 3rd power play goal of the season so far. Out to the wing. This is Oliver Wahlstrom, the youngest member of the Islanders, number 26. A gifted scorer, former first-round pick. Islanders to the net front. That one blocked up in the air by the skate of Benning. He sweeps it around the boards, but not out. Nelson's pass, way off the mark. Cunnin pushes it ahead, and he'll go off for a change.
Well, good job. The penalty kill unit, too, this season's been doing a lot better job. You look back to last year, got some different players coming in, making impacts. Cunnin right there, Benning doing a good job of the block.
Look at this maneuvering by Barzell. Wow, can he stick handle? Beauvillier moves into the high slot. One-timer Barzell blocked by Carrier. Bailey goes cross ice to Barzell. Into the slot, Beauvillier lets it fly. Ekholm took a shot at it, couldn't clear it. Bailey to Dobson, a one-timer, stopped by Saros, and he pounces on the rebound. And more action after the whistle.
There's Lee again. Lee comes in and not sure if he went after Ekholm or Carrier. But again, the Islanders do such a good job. I think the Preds have to be a little more aggressive on their entries, on the Islanders' entries. They're getting into the zone. They're getting set up. They got a lot of skill over there. Matthew Barzell, he's a very good puck handler. And here's the shot there. Great save by Saros. Through traffic, about 6 guys. Here's the after. Yeah, he goes after Carrier.
Ooh. And
Could have
Ekholm stood
been
up.
2 punches right there.
Yeah.
But this is the net front battle. So important in any game. And Ekholm doesn't like it too. And looks like
they're going to bring the face-off outside of the line, but no penalties called.
okay, so that the defenseman came in and they joined the scrum in front of the net, so the face-off will come outside. But you saw those 2 punches there by Anders Lee that went unchecked.
Anders Lee spent most of the year last year on the injured list, his 4th year as the captain, trying to set the tone. Still probably some spillover from the hit by Trennan. But as you said, Lee engaged with Carrier, so Ekholm came to his defense, and then everybody joined in. 32.8 to go in the period, 34 seconds left in Trennan's penalty. Ekholm sent it to center. Philip Forsberg has gone down the tunnel for the moment. That's not good news. Lee tried to go cross ice. It is picked off by Luke Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get in on Dobson. Cunningham still staying after it. Penalty call coming up. Great effort individually by Luke Cunningham, and he is going to even things up.
It is a great job and good hustle by Luke Cunningham. We're talking about his offensive production. There's other ways that you contribute. Not everybody could put the puck in the net at the same time. You contribute other ways, and great effort, great kill by Luke Cunningham here his last couple shifts.
New York 8, minor for holding the stick.
That was all Luke Cunningham right here. Look at him try to put it into an area and get space. And then right there, he's got to take a penalty. Dobson grabs the stick of Luke Cunningham. He keeps going right there. Look at him turning, wins a battle. And there's no other reason. Otherwise, Cunningham's in all alone. Dobson forced to take a penalty. So we'll take a minute here to confirm the time on the clock. Thanks to my producer, Bab Cole. Thank you, buddy.
So Luke Cunningham, he just out-wrestled Dobson. Wanted it a little bit more, and he has evened this up at a 4-on-4. So 6.7 on the clock for now, but they're checking. We'll see how much they end up putting on there. And now St. Pierre is going to come over to the bench to let the benches know what's going on. Now explaining to Barry Trotz what's up. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the second time in the period. They'll put an extra second on the clock. Johansson wins the draw quickly back to Yossi in the closing seconds. Time for one more. Dances, shoots, just wide. 2 seconds to go. Put around, Johansson runs out of time. So Trennan will come out of the box after 1 second in the second period, and the Predators will have a power play. Special teams playing a big part in the first period, and the goal scored by the Islanders, Anthony Beauvillier. A 1-0 game after 20. The Jack in the Box intermission report is coming up. If you missed our special announcement in the pregame show, you'll want to hear that when we come back. 1-0 Islanders. Game coverage with Braves Live after every postseason game, only on Bally Sports South and the Bally Sports app. A dramatic win last night in the home park for the Bravos, and they're up 2-1 on the Astros. Almost had the no-no last night.
We're saying a little more effort, maybe. You got to go full passion.
I know, yeah.
Right?
Eddie Rosario could have given up the body trying to keep that no-hitter going. You saw right there Philip Forsberg back on the bench, a very good sign. He had an equipment issue, it appears. And now coming out of the box is Trennan. Forsberg comes over the boards, and Nashville goes on the power play for the second time today. Beauvillier's goal was a power play goal, so special teams a big part of the action so far. Pelech missed on a chance to clear his first time. He got it to Mayfield, and Mayfield sends it all the way down. Yossi under hot pursuit by Casey Cizikas. Nashville with 7 power play goals on the season. They had back-to-back games with 2. Here's Forsberg dialing it up, and a save by Sorokin, who continues to be perfect.
All right, fans, NashvilleLockerRoom.com has got a special edition Halloween puck for you here. You guys know the deal. Just go to NashvilleLockerRoom.com to get this glorious, somewhat spooky Halloween puck.
4th shot on goal already for Filip Forsberg. It's good to see him shooting. He has not been shooting as much so far this year, but it's early. Meanwhile, Sorokin, back-to-back shutouts and then a shutout first period. There's another shot for Forsberg. This missed the net. Yossi operating out high. That's Matt Duchene. Down low, Granlund looking to get Forsberg cutting across, and it was picked off by Sorokin. Filip Forsberg only had 15 shots on goal, Mace, coming into today in 7 games. That's very unlike him. You can see just over 2 per game. And you can see he's much more of a high-volume shooter, so today is more like it.
Absolutely. He's still got 3 goals on the season. He's putting up numbers, 6 points, but ideally you want to see more shots. More shots per game. They got to be hitting the net. He just missed one there. Got to get that shot going. He's a goal scorer. One of the sneakiest releases in the National Hockey League. Use it when you can.
Pajot picked up in that trade from the Ottawa Senators. He's been a perfect fit. He finds Zach Parise, another pickup for Lou Lamoriello and the Islanders. Figuring out guys that fit their system. Parise, Pajot, Palmieri, all fit right in. They do it with volume. They do it with depth. Not a lot of sizzling superstars at the top of the order.
Well, it's hard to get those guys to buy in, right? Like you said, you got to get the right personnel, and once you get your stars to buy in, and if you have that depth, man, you just become a 4-line nightmare for teams to play against and to create offense, and they still have a lot of guys that are very capable offensively.
Stretch pass to Nick Cousins. He curls back. Tolvanen couldn't handle the pass initially. He'll try to retrieve it. Busting in Tomasino. Coming out of the box is Dobson. They try to get it to him. It comes out of the corner. Saros tried to use the stick to jam up the play. Teams back to 5 aside. Nashville 0 for 2 on the power play. Back to work, New York. Beauvillier with Ekholm on him. Pass towards the slot, picked off by Cousins, moved ahead. Tomasino trying to get things in gear. Tomasino picks it off, plays offside. Let's hear from some FanDuel Sportsbook action.
Hey fans, right now you can live bet on the game on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Head over to FanDuel now.
Filip Tomasino has been a mainstay in the lineup since the game where he scored his first goal. Again, young player coming in, scored in only his 2nd NHL game. He's been making a big impact, and as a young player, the more games you get, the more comfortable you feel. Maybe not against the Islanders. This is a tough team for anybody to feel comfortable against. But you can see confidence, such a huge factor in the success of a young player, and Filip Tomasino, tons of that right now.
Getting himself some good scoring chances. Had that breakaway chance that almost put the game away against San Jose in the 3rd period. Herdline out there. Puck took a strange bounce. Chipped out of there by the Islanders for icing.
This is a team, too, and you see it's not a flashy team. I mean, they've got some creative players when they get in the offensive zone, but in the defensive zone, this is how Barry Trotz coaches his team. John Hines the same way. You got to be willing to work. You got to bring your lunch pail to the rink every day, and every guy on both of these benches is expected, no matter what your status, you're a superstar or you're a 4th-line player, you've got to bring that work ethic, and it's been a very successful formula for both teams.
Granlund, who's been winning a lot of face-offs. He came in today winning 58%, which is very good for him. Matt Duchene comes in. He's over 60%. So 2 good face-off guys on this line. And that said, Barzal wins this one, but it's taken back by the Predators. Forsberg had it for a moment, bouncing around, and jumping ahead is Pulock. Pulock, the defenseman, weaves it in on the diagonal. Granlund giving up the body, makes the outlet pass to Forsberg. Forsberg and Duchesne coming in. Duchesne stunned on the play for a moment. Mayfield drives it ahead. Give and go, and Saros makes the kick save. Duchesne still hanging around back the other way, and he gets the outlet pass. He'll put it in on the diagonal. Fabro first there. He sent it back where it came from, but Duchesne was heading towards the bench. Now Palmieri heading the other way as the puck comes his way. As we expected, goals hard to come by in this game. Two solid defensive teams. Nashville coming through center. It's Johansson barreling his way. The trailer, Borowiecki, goes give and go. It tried to feed the shooter Tolvanen, but he was a little too low. On the play, Predators take it back. And a drop pass to Tolvanen, fired into the gut of Sorokin.
Well, the Preds, they've been able to get some looks, and I'll tell you what, Sorokin was incredible in that first period. Since about the second, halfway through the first, it's been a lot tougher, but look at the movement here. Nice. Look at Johansson, takes a little look, and he sees Tolvanen coming in right behind him, and this is before that. This is a great play, finds Borowiecki. Tolvanen's just a little bit off the mark. I like that idea, though. But Tolvanen, he had that stick cocked and ready to go there to unleash his bomb of a shot. His pass was a little off the mark.
Tolvanen came in today, third on the team in shots on goal. Trying to get his overall game rounded into form. This one deflects, comes to Trennan. Trennan looking down low. Second try, put it behind the net. Matt Martin able to chip it ahead. Chase down Borowiecki, ends up on the bench.
One thing you'll notice too, both of these teams is the neutral zone's very important. You've seen a lot of chips, a lot of shots. The Islanders are very willing to drive wide and get that puck directed at the net, with players going to try to crash the net, and more rough stuff going on at the bench there. And that's the theme of this hockey game. You got to compete, and you've got to establish your physicality to win those net front battles, because when you have a goalie playing as well as Sorokin and as Saros is playing this year, that's how you're going to score. You're going to get in front of them, and you got to win a battle in front of the net to grind in a rebound some way or another, but both teams not backing down.
This one gets past Chara. Veteran group on the ice for the Islanders, with the exception of Wallstrom, the youngster. That's him on the near boards. Yossi trying to take it from him. Cousins wrestles it free. It goes up towards the red line, and here's Fabro. Parisi chasing it, battling his Cousins. Good second effort by Cousins. He'll loop it in. Nashville on the forecheck with young Tomasino. Tomasino makes the play. Trying to hit Cousins, cutting to the net on the backside. Novak gets it to the point. Fabro back for Novak. Tomasino tried the power move, turned back by that reach of Chara. Pajot cruising ahead. Pajot drops it back, deflected by Tomasino. Pelech lost the handle, got it back. Pelech keeps, sweeps the backhand on net, saves Saros.
That was a good job by Phil Tomasino getting on the back check. He recognized that Roman Yossi pinched down the wall to try to keep that puck in. The puck got back and out through the zone. Tomasino hustling back, and then this was the result of it here. And again, traffic. Wallstrom right in front. Gold jerseys allows Saros to see that and cover up. And here's the other end. Tomasino just tries to go back, rolling puck, tries to hit Cousins coming in. Just missed another chance there. They're getting around the area. They're able to make plays. The execution's just got to be cleaned up a little bit.
Mayfield takes over out front. That shot was going wide. Saros guided it that way. Forsberg looks for some help. Finds Carrier. Carrier leading his team up the ice. They'll take it all the way in deep. Forsberg behind the net. Tried to find his man at the point. Lofted out of there. Ekholm bats it out of the air. And it'll be a hand pass on Nashville.
Alex Carrier, we had him on a guest on the player radio show on 102.5 The Game, and what a story he's been the last couple seasons. Finally gets his opportunity last season and did not look back. But what I liked about him was his recognition. I said, was it hard getting called up? You know, other guys getting called up and, you know, you're playing well. And he said, you know what? No, he's like, I don't think I was ready then. I got to play and develop my confidence in a good program they have with the Admirals. And once he got up, he was ready. And just came onto the scene like he did last year, and he's a top 4 guy protected in the expansion draft, so good young man.
Still considered a rookie at age 25. He'll pick up Nelson. Brock Nelson backing off, hanging on to the puck. Finds a man open on the wing. Palmieri tees it up, challenges Saros. One-on-one, Saros makes the stop. Nobody picked up Palmieri.
Well, watch, this is tough. Palmieri's a right-hand shot. Watch Saros, he's gonna be down. He's taken away the short side, but Palmieri recognizes he's got a little more time, so he tries to open Saros up. Look, pull it up. He's trying to open up that short side or the 5-hole. He elects to go 5-hole, but Saros closes his leg right there. Little shimmy, he's got nothing to shoot at. So great patience by UC Saros, shutting down that 5-hole on the short side.
Shots are 5-2 Islanders so far in this second period. Islanders got the power play goal in the first period. Anthony Beauvillier's 3rd of the year. A drive by Dobson wide. Puck skipping to the far side. A tricky bounce. Cleared to center. Dobson, one of a number of first-round picks on this Islanders roster, homegrown. Borowiecki forces the play back. Andy Green over to Dobson. So the veteran Green with the younger Dobson. Borowiecki giving the business to Wahlstrom. Borowiecki shovels it ahead. Tomasino crisscrossing at the line. Hands it off to Cousins. Cousins has had success against the Islanders in his career. This is his first game as a Predator against them. Again, Tomasino tried to power his way to the net front. Couldn't get there. Fabro right at center ice. Fabro and Yossi, a tremendous expected goals for, according to Money Puck, the 7th best defensive pair in terms of the percentage of chances they're getting when they're on the ice. A shot by Jeannot, they score! Tanner Jeannot out of nowhere, able to score and tie this game up. A powerful shot.
Yeah, great job here. We talk about those entries. Look at Roman Yossi coming down, puts pressure, turnover, gets right back out. And then watch, Jeannot uses screen. Trennan goes to the net, has a jump screen, and he shoots right around Andy Green between the legs of Yakov. Trennan in the air. Sorokin, no chance on this one. He has no idea where this puck is, and it goes right under the arm. Preds tie the game at 1.
So what a screen by the Yak, and the Herd has tied it up. The Herd is still out there. So they went right through the legs of the Russian, Yakov Trenin. And that is the first goal that the Islanders given up in a long time. They had the back-to-back shutouts last weekend. You got to go way back since they've given up a goal, and Tanner Jeannot is the man to do it.
Well, the Ox, and this line just comes at you in waves, and by the shin pads of Andy Green.
To check with Yakov to see if they play croquet in Russia in his hometown. That went right through the legs.
That's Victor Arvidsson-esque.
Yes. Here's Trennan again, banging with Chara. Those two no strangers to one another. Carrier under pressure behind the net. Bailey is on him. Predators break out. Trennan now late in the shift. Duchesne has come in for Jeannot, and the Predators ice it. So we'll have a mixed unit out there. Let's hear from Caesars Sportsbook.
Caesars Sportsbook out of rebound!
There's Tanner Jeannot, and you talked about obviously the physicality coming into this league, and now the confidence. This line, that player in particular, Yakov Trenin and Colton Sissons, very capable of getting their fair share of offense. And when you have a team that wants to play with that identity, the physicality, and you've got those players that can contribute offensively, it makes for a real difficult lineup to play against. And it's so nice to see these young players coming to fruition this year.
We told you analytically that they've been very strong. A lot of times that's indicative, or an indicator, if you will, of future success. Trennan's still out there after the icing, trying to force it in deep. Sissons will go off for a change. Trennan will try to head for the bench next. talked about the herd line has been very good analytically, but only had 1 goal 5-on-5 to show for it. We'll make that 2. You're also just getting done telling you about Fabro and Yossi as a pair. Fabro picks up an assist on the play. So it's a 1-1 hockey game. Barzell tried to pick Brandlin's pocket. Brandlin able to get it to center. So there's a whistle. 11:26 to play in the second period. Tanner Jeannot picks up the goal. Fabro and Sissons pick up the helpers. Are Terry and Sheila Crisp, the greatest ambassadors that you could ever hope for a franchise. They've been here since the very, very beginning. It was announced to the crowd here seconds ago what you saw if you've been watching our pregame and intermission coverage. Crispy will be retiring at the end of the season. He'll still be a great ambassador going forward. He'll still be around, as he says, but man, what a tremendous family.
Oh my gosh, I love those two so much, and what he's meant, and Sheila as well, to the organization and city. He's been a mentor to me, especially in this role, and I'm just so grateful, as all of us Preds fans are, about Terry Crisp. But it's sad to see the day come, but we got all this season, and like Terry said, lots of fun to be had. So we'll make the best of it for sure for Terry and Sheila.
And I know everybody's going to do their best to get his wish of ending on a high note, as he said.
Oh yeah, I love it.
But you talk about Pete Weber and Terry Crisp
man,
from the very, very beginning. I mean, that is synonymous with this franchise.
You couldn't have had 2 better people to do what they did and put this broadcast in this city on the map.
I don't know if we would have made it as a hockey city without those 2. Nashville trying to go for the for the go-ahead goal. Fabro working it around. Nashville a long possession. Fabro straight away tried to pick the corner over the glove of Sorokin and wide. Hunnick with Tolvanen. Aggressive play. Islanders attempting to clear, and they do. On the counter, Beauvillier. He's got speed. Beauvillier drags, shoots, and it's high. He waited for Fabro to slide by. Now Yossi in pursuit of Beauvillier. He'll fling it to the net, blocker save.
Good job in front of the net there by Dante Fabro. Oh,
steal made back by Cizikas. He's stopped by Saros. Another turnover by the Predators on the way out of the zone. Pulock down low. 4th line out there for the Islanders. Chara across for Pulock. He'll wind into the traffic, knocked down. Followed up, penalty call. So the Predators, a little sloppy play in their own zone, and the 4th line for the Islanders will put their team back on the power play. Beauvillier already has 1, looking for 2.
Set to go on the power play, but I am upstairs with Austin Peay's new head basketball coach, Nate James. Now, Nate, 20 years to the day of winning an NCAA title at Duke, you were named the head basketball coach at Austin Peay. You played for Coach K. You coached with him. What did you take away from that experience that will help you in this role?
Well, it's the leadership. You know, Coach is just not a great basketball coach. He's one of the best leaders of all time. And you know, to learn the daily disciplines and the preparation and what it takes to lead your team, lead a group of young men, and to aspire them to greatness is something that is a very unique opportunity. You know, being a player and then learning from him, you know, for over a decade as a coach, you know, is a big-time opportunity. I'm just grateful that I had it, and, you know, I want to take the knowledge and then pass it on to my team.
Now we know that Austin Peay and the Predators have an amazing partnership with Montgomery County, and you guys have a brand new state-of-the-art facility at F&M Bank Arena. Talk about what it's going to be like to play there, the men and women's basketball teams.
Well, you have Smashville and Stanchville partner up. That's always an exciting thing. So I want to get some of this 17,000 fans that are here today, you know, in that arena. So Austin Peay basketball can get back rocking again.
All right, well, thank you, Coach James, and go Govs.
Thank you.
Guys?
All right, Kara, thank you very much. And our thanks to Nate James. Smashville and Stashville. That's relationship, that brand new building that's under construction over in Clarksville. And Mace, Stashville, it's perfect. You know, it's just sent Forsberg and Saros and some of those guys. We got some great stash.
Oh, yeah, we do. That's a match made in heaven right there.
Meanwhile, the Predators on a very important penalty kill right now. 35 seconds to go in Granlund's penalty. Big host of bodies in the corner. Puck leaks out. Cleared up the ice by Trennan to center. Pulock tracks it down. A quick tag up by New York. Parise, the veteran, 37 years of age. Back to Palmieri. They'll work it high to Brock Nelson. From his backhand, wheels it across. The shot, they score! 9 seconds left, and Wahlstrom dials it up under the bar. And the Islanders, with their second power play goal, take the lead back.
Well, it's too bad because until that point, the Preds did such a good job of not letting the Islanders get set up. And again, yes, they play defense, but every team, you have a lot of offensive firepower. The Islanders are no different. They get set up, and this is when bad things happen. Moving the penalty kill. Look at that beautiful pass right across the box by Brock Nelson, and then Wahlstrom has time. See, Trennan gets knocked down in the slot, and he just walks in, and watch him pick this corner right under the bar. Perfect shot. 2-1 Islanders.
Saros got just a little bit of it with the arm, but not enough to send it high. That one ends up on the Islander bench. So a self-inflicted wound by the Predators. They didn't clear the puck, and that's why they committed the penalty initially. They got into a scramble, and the Islanders have made them pay.
Yeah, absolutely. You have two opportunities to get the puck out. The Islanders were pressing, putting some pressure on, and they turned the puck over twice in their own zone. And when that happens, you know, the likelihood, the longer you stay out there, you're going to take a penalty. You just don't have the energy, and unfortunately, it cost them.
Oliver Wahlstrom will pick up his 4th goal of the year from Nelson and Pulock. So the Islanders came in with a ice-cold power play, and they have connected twice. Predators' goal is at even strength this period from Tanner Jeannot, his 3rd of the year. Forsberg coming in with pressure. Puck loose at the side of the net. Duchesne retrieves. Duchesne, great skating. Tried to feed Granlund. Shot popped up in the air. Side of the net, Josi to Duchesne. Duchesne, stick handling in the phone booth. Trying to make it happen. Again, the Islanders protect the area in front of the net. They do it as well as any team. Islanders in a change. Nashville trying to catch it. Forsberg on the drop pass to Duchesne. A backhand feed. The shot goes high. The captain, Josi, didn't get it teed up the way he wanted to. Fabro will get it to him again. Josi's been hot. Down low, Duchesne. A tired Islander group on the ice right now. Pelech does a great job to separate man from puck. The Islanders will get out of there. Barzal has room to operate. Barzal makes the move and drops it off to Lee. Lee, a nice move to the front of the net. Lurking there was Barzal, but Saros able to cover.
Well, let's take another look at the goal again. Finally got set up. Brock Nelson doing a good job on the half wall. Gets it up to the point. And then here we go, change lanes. And look at that backhand pass, no look. He sees with his peripheral vision, he finds that lane. And then Wahlstrom, all the penalty killers are on that one side of the ice defending that part of the ice. Wahlstrom in all alone and just made a perfect shot. That's execution. Get that opportunity right under the bar.
There is Wahlstrom in his 2nd year out of Quincy, Massachusetts. 12 goals last year. The Islanders just get you with that sneaky skill. They have just enough skill to go with that great all-around defensive game. Face-off win to Chara. Lee working behind the net, looking wraparound. Stripped to the puck last minute by Ekholm. Pull up. Nice passing back to Lee. A good stick by Ekholm. The herd back out there. Sorokin will play it out of his net. Barreling in is Trennan, almost had it. Aggressive play by Carrier, but he can't come up with it. An excellent job by Ekholm to recover. 2-on-2 is developing. This one bounces past Trennan. Sorokin wanted to come out and get it. Frantic play, then they whip it back to the other blue line. Shuffleboard pass by Ekholm around for Tommy Novak. And then the Islanders jamming up the neutral zone. Breaking the action with 5:33 to play. The Islanders push out to a 1-goal lead for the 2nd time today.
Preds here tonight, and his game is taking it to the next level. And let's look at this here. This is entering tonight. High danger scoring chances. Second on the team. First on the team with hits. A lot of bone-crushing hits. We don't count those. And then shorthanded time. This is a role he's taken on. Kills with Colton Sissons. They're usually the first pair over the board. So Tanner Jeannot, young player, taking big steps and still a rookie. Got a cup of coffee last season. Did well with it. And Tanner Jeannot, player to watch.
So 3 different areas there. Offense, the physicality, and the special teams on the penalty kill. That's value.
200-foot player. That's what they call players that play on all ends of the ice and contribute offensively.
And he had the goal to tie things up before the Islanders retook the lead. Now they make a steal. It's Parisi working his way to the net front, hit his own player on the pass. Or the shot, rather. Now Dobson flings it from the point. Bouncing puck to the wall. Tomasino unable to get it out on the chip. Peugeot takes it back. Dobson advancing. Goes circle to circle with the pass. Down low, Parisi. Parisi had a sore back. It tightened up on him on Thursday. He was a little bit questionable, but able to go. That's always the question for him at this stage of his career, is staying healthy.
Well, here let's take a deeper dive into Tanner Jeannot, and I'll tell you what, look at some of the hits and the fights. He just doesn't back down, and players know. Drew Doughty he's leveled hundreds of players there, and you see him with the finesse and the finish. And watch this goal. Wow, right out of midair. And you just see all those elements that you just mentioned, Willie. Every aspect of the game. Still a very young player, but just shown a lot of value for the Preds here early on.
More than just a banger. No question about it. Penalty call coming up. This will be on the Islanders. Saros making his way to the bench. He's got a long way to go. Nashville trying to get the extra attacker on. Carrier being pressured. He doesn't want to shoot it in towards his own net. And he'll send it to the corner. Everybody oohing and eyeing there. Oh boy. And it's touched up. So the Predators, a much-needed power play chance. They've been outshot 11-3 this period.
They've got some looks on their power plays. It's the final execution. We saw the Islanders. They didn't get much. It only took them that one play, but they executed.
Islanders number 21, 2-minute minor penalty for slashing.
So it happened in the offensive zone, Mace. That's a no-no.
Right here, he's got the puck, and let's see. Right there, a little. Again, it's not much. I've seen worse than that in this game, but you just can't get the stick up there. I think these guys know it. It was just a reaction, but Preds power plays look sharp. They've made some nice plays. They just have to finish it off, get that puck on your stick, and a lot of block shots, not a lot getting through in the second period here.
Predators get a gift on that. A long pass off the backboard. Zizekas fires. Save made Saros. Clutterbuck hit the referee with his pass. Yossi has to steal it back. Predators with their third power play chance of the afternoon. They're 0 for 2. Forsberg brings it in, works it back out to Duchesne. They rotate around. Yossi in the high slot at the moment. Now he'll come over to join the party. Johansson gets it to Granlund. Johansson will set things up. Granlund straight away. Yossi now working over on the flank. Granlund looks down the middle, goes to Yossi. He was opened up for the one-timer. Pass was on the other side of it. Granlund again to the captain. 1 minute to play in the period. On the power play. 3.5 to go in the period. Johansson tried to work it back to Granlund. Intercepted and cleared.
Yeah, and you can see that they've tried that high tip. That's really worked well for them the last couple of games. And the Islanders obviously did the video, and they're really kind of shading up towards that high slot area. It's tough to make that play.
Second unit on. Novak with the give and go. Got the return pass from Tomasino. Tomasino to the point. Tolvanen settles the puck down. Gets the pass back. Tolvanen back for Ekholm. Ekholm into the traffic. Knocked down in the slot. A shot by Novak blocked.
Did a good job with the movement there. They got it high to low over across, and they just can't get it through. The Islanders clogging that front of the net.
A good regroup. Predators will set up one more time with 9 seconds to go. Ekholm. Bounce right back to him. Tolvanen from the wing. Fires, and it hit the skate of Green. Penalty is over. Teams back to 5 aside. No shots on goal for the Predators. Backdoor feed. Deflected by Sorokin. Palmieri puts it in gear. Crisscrosses and keeps. Tries to drive wide on Fabro. Got the shot away. Good save by Saros. A great run by Palmieri. Went end to end.
That was quick hands there at the end. Just got it right to the forehand quickly and got a good scoring chance out of nowhere.
Sissons, a stop and go move. We'll bring it in deep. Trying to stay out of the way of the ref. Pass it a couple of Islanders. Tried to push it back down to Trent. Puck misplayed. Intercepted the line. Sissons attacks. Good defensive play, Dobson. Jeannot tries to steal it back. Down on the ice is Bailey. They push it to the corner. Sissons, good effort to keep the offensive time going. Fabro wide of the net. Sorokin was screened. He didn't see it. Long pass to Barzell. Working one-on-one against Fabro. Pulock drives it to the net. Looking to the slot for Lee. Kept in the zone. Mayfield. Shot blocked by Trent. Pass ahead for Johansson. Juggled it and lost it.
Well, good job by the Preds there, putting pressure on the offensive zone. Good structure, good position to get those pucks turned over.
Barzell is loose. Works it in. A backhander. And a save by Saros on the second try. It took everything they had to stop Barzell's initial push. Another pass picked off. Nelson drops to Beauvillier. The shot. Save made by Saros.
Oh, excellent work there by Saros. Had to readjust. It's someone coming straight across the crease. He had to change his angle to make that stop on Beauvillier. Here's this one right through the traffic. Saros handles that one easy to shut it down, but before that, 2 great saves, and the Islanders really pressuring. They're attacking that net. Saros answering the bells. 26 shots on goal the Islanders have already. Just an onslaught here in the second period.
And it is 15-3 in this period.
Yes.
Predators have the goal to stay in the game. But the period has been largely dominated by New York. 44 seconds to go. Kick it in behind the net, Mayfield. Up the boards, Duchesne unable to keep it in. In retreat, Carrier. Nelson tried to bounce one in, but he couldn't get it wide of Saros. The goalie was able to play it. Shot off the back of the skates of Granlund. He'll wheel it in. Mayfield with that good range, 6'5". Now under pressure, Duchesne works it free. Forsberg comes up with it. Carrier with the shot. Rebound Granlund. It's blocked by Mayfield. Well, that net was open. Another shot from the corner off the glove of Sorokin. 7 seconds to go in the period. But Nashville with a late flurry. And that will do it for period number 2. So each team with a goal in the second period. Jeannot tied it up at 6:54. Wahlstrom put the Islanders back ahead. Good forechecking here by the Predators in the final seconds of the period. And right here, Carrier shot with a save. And watch the follow-up there by Granlund. And only the skates of Mayfield prevented that, perhaps from being the equalizer. Jack-in-the-Box intermission coming up. Stay tuned. Lindsay Rowley, Terry Crisp down on the desk. Kara Hammer down in the locker room with Dan Heino. 2-1 game after 2. As we begin play in the third period, time now for the Hunt Brothers Pizza Watch and Win. Today's featured player of the game is Tanner Jeannot. Go to NashvillePredators.com/HuntBrothers and enter Tanner Jeannot's name along with your contact info for a chance to win 4 tickets to an upcoming Predators home game and Hunt Brothers Pizza. Jeannot has the goal for the Predators. He tied the game in the second period, but 2 power play goals on either side have the Islanders in the lead. Let's check the FanDuel Sportsbook. Check the lines as we check the lines.
There we go, and that's whoever scores first, and there's the betting odds. So the winning bet on the Islanders paid $115 on a $100 bet, so $215 total.
Predators down a goal heading into the third period. The Islanders are 3-0 this year. All 3 of their wins thus far, they led after 2. So they are very, very good at protecting leads, not just this year, but you go back several years. That's how they do it. Took the Tampa Bay Lightning to Game 7 last year in the Eastern Conference Final. gave them a better series than anybody did.
Well, the one thing
nothing in the final game.
Yeah, I mean, this team is built to win. They can compete with anybody, and as Dan Heinold said there in the intermission with Kara, they're not going to give you anything, you know. So all the little details. Appreciates the guys trying to stay out there, get that goal, but you're not setting up the other line for success. So all these little details, you got some pressure on. You've been out there for a while. You can just start to change, get that fresh line out there, put them in a good situation to succeed on their shift, and also to keep the pressure on the Islanders, because we've seen they've done a good job hemming them down, but the Islanders have come right back down and put their own pressure on. So it's all those little intricate details that matter so much about the momentum and the pace of the game.
Kara Hammer is always getting us very good insight from Dan Heinold. I always learn a nugget or two to look for in the third period. Well, so we appreciate his time.
That's what the Eagle Claw does. It's a fountain of knowledge.
So the Herd is out there after they faced off at center ice after rethinking the icing. Loose puck skated into by Brock Nelson. UC Saros puts it up on the boards. Bouncing puck to Yakov Trinan. He had that middle lane drive. Now Jeannot got spun out. That was close to interference. Beauvillier took the brunt of that, though. Play continues in the zone. Beauvillier very slow to get up, and he's limping back to the bench.
Well, that's one thing I've seen a lot of NHL players is they don't know how strong this kid is until they run into them or he hits them. And the league is starting to take notice on Tanner Jeannot and what he can do.
No question about it. Granlund, Duchesne, Forsberg out there. They were held quiet in the second period. Had some good looks in the first period. Islanders had the territorial edge in period 2. A saucer pass to Benning. Polak winds it around. Borvietsky got crunched, couldn't keep it in. They work it back to Duchesne. Duchesne to the point. Forsberg holding, waiting. Centers it looking for Benning. It deflects back to Forsberg. He'll go around the horn for a second lap. This time he whips it wide.
Like that, just get it to the net. You've got bodies there.
Barzal, a crisscross. The drop off to Bailey. Out to the point. And this one bangs off the backboard to Tolvanen. Tolvanen has Johansson skate the puck up the ice now and twirl back. A backhand feed to the point. In the slot, Cunningham had a chance at it. Nashville almost got a good bounce there. Cunningham played it well, but the Islanders, once again, they don't give up those freebies in front of the net very often.
No, they don't. I noticed the Preds started having success trying to get pucks from the outside to the net and have bodies there. They started to get a couple chances. It looks like they're taking that recipe here early in the third. Just get it from the outside, direct it at the net, and then win some battles.
I say.
Let's take a look at their last chance here, and this is Ekholm. Look, there's 3 guys in the slot. The puck's got to go through, and they're battling. Tolvanen, it just misses the net. But if you continue to do that, and then this is the Jeannot, and right there he just goes into Jalot. That was Beauvillier. You got the worst of that one. That could have been borderline interference there as the puck wasn't there. But I'll tell you, it's like running into a brick wall. These guys just don't realize how strong this kid is.
They're going to call the ice crew out here. The door is open behind Ilya Sorokin. So it's something they got to work on. I didn't see exactly where it was. And here they come.
Well, to go back to kind of what Dan Heinold was saying, you know, the guys are working. And the one thing, first and foremost, you want to come out and give it your all and make sure that you have that compete level, especially against the Islanders. Trotz and Hines, very similar coaches in their philosophies and their teams they've built and the style of play. And it's just those little details. You're in and you're pressuring. You might be in there 30 seconds. You think, oh, I'm going to hang on for 15 more. But by the time that puck gets turned over and goes back the other way, you don't have the energy to defend. And that's when the Islanders have kind of taken advantage of that at times in that second period. So very good point by him. Obviously, they don't have the long change in the third period, but nevertheless, it's still as important. And it looks like early here. Oh, there we go. Look at the ice crew just coming out.
That's the Billy Joel song, Running on Ice.
Yeah, getting the job done quickly, efficiently. Oh, boy.
Oh.
And he held on.
That was a good hang on.
That could have been a disaster.
So a little conversation going on over on the bench. Don't forget after the game to tune in to Predators Live, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We'll have Skillsy coming over. Terry Crisp, Hal Gill, Chris Mason with their analysis. It'll be presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. 2.5 minutes into this third period. Nashville has not led today. They led wire to wire in their previous 2 wins. Their first back-to-back wins of the season. If they're going to win today, it'll have to be in come-from-behind fashion. They were down 1-0, tied it up on Tanner Jeannot's goal. Islanders went back ahead on Wahlstrom's goal. Puck loose at center ice. Novak and Cousins. Tomasino leveled by Pelech. Staying after it, Cousins. But they work it all the way behind the Islander net. There's Wahlstrom. Clears the zone barely. It comes back, and both teams will change.
Get those fresh legs in. This is a tough team to come back against. They hold leads well, but they've given them an opportunity. They're only within 1. So you can't sell the farm quite yet. You still have to defend.
And a wild bounce out of the quarter, ended up right in front. Chara with a heavy shot, handled by Saros. Rebound collected there by Forsberg. Duchesne's outlet pass ends up with Chara patrolling in the neutral zone, but the Islanders are offside.
Good job in the defensive zone. And as I was saying there before, that turnover and chance that bounce off the back of the boards is Preds have to continue to play with structure. You have to contest. You can get a lot of transition plays, turnovers. If you have good structure in the neutral zone, you make those entries difficult. That's when you can get their momentum coming forward. You get possession of the puck, you can turn around and maybe catch them when they're pressing on you defensively.
These are 2 teams that are well rested. Predators have a big road trip coming up. This is their last home game in a while. 6 of the first 8 here at home, and then 9 of the next 10 will be on the road. So the Predators want to end this homestand on a high note. No pun intended. We're not talking about Dan high note. Around the board for Carrier. Carrier, a diagonal pass towards Granlund. Bounced away from him. Carrier, another keeper. To the middle this time, Granlund and Duchesne. Nelson picks off the pass. Granlund tries to steal it back. So the Predators will head to Calgary. They'll take on the Flames and then the Oilers. Dangerous play. Beauvillier couldn't quite get the puck to catch up to him. He keeps it alive, though, and finds Barzell. Barzell lurking in the corner. Makes the move on Duchesne. Good edge work. Finds an open target. Dobson. Puck ricochets into the corner. Barzell to the point. Dobson fires. Save made, and the rebound kicks right to Trennan. Trennan's pass, though, not what he wanted. Barzell staying out there. He'll attack. Barzell, such a gifted skater. Drops it off. Again, Dobson. Into the traffic again. He tried to hit the stick of Lee. Josi, good anticipation. Now he's pressured. Josi gets by the first wave, but then he's picked off by Barzell. Predators fortunate there. Barzell was off to the races, but Anders Lee was offside.
Well, we're talking about the transition, and the Islanders do that well. They come in, they're structured in the neutral zone. It's hard to get through. You have to execute, and here's Barzell and what they're capable of when they get into the offensive zone. And watch Lee. Saros doesn't see this. It goes right through Lee's legs, out the other side. But they can Barzell is so good at creating space for other players with his deception and puck handling skills.
How many calories did Barzell burn on that shift? He wouldn't be very fun to chase.
No.
Boy, is he moving around out there.
A water bug.
Zigzagging all over the place. So he'll get a much-deserved break. Islanders again back in the Nashville zone. They've spent a lot of time in this area. But thrown to the net, a hit Peugeot. Tomasino swings the pass over to Cousins. Nashville 11 shots in the first period. Only 5 since then. We move on, 6 minutes gone in the third period. Benning picks off a pass. He'll take it himself. Knocked down by Pelech. Mayfield around the boards. Matt Martin arrives with Ekholm. Cunnin tried to jump a passing lane. Tolvanen joins him. Peugeot, pass off target for Martin. and Ekholm will outrace him for the icing.
Well, good hustle there by Ekholm, and that's the second effort there. As you can see, Martin was hot on his tail, and Ekholm hustles back to get the icing. He'll stay out there.
Mace, when you are struggling to get shots, what's the talk on the bench? Do you just try to shoot from anywhere to just try to get a couple on the board, or what are you thinking about?
Absolutely. Every lane that's open. Don't overthink it. Don't look for the extra pass. I know a lot of times when you have that time on the outside, you think you have space and room to make plays, but you don't. It's the illusion of time, as we refer to here. You think you have time, you think you can make a play, but they're sitting there in front of the net waiting for you. So just direct it at the net, get bodies there, and then win a battle in front.
Josi shot a diving block out high by Martin.
And this team, no stranger to blocking shots, one of their strong suits, as we've seen here today.
Josi looking back door. Well played by Pelech. Johansson pried it loose. Adam Pelech signed an 8-year deal. Not a lot of fanfare, but a very important player. Now a chance for the Islanders. Cizikas racing back Johansson, using his body, short circuits the play. Up the boards, Cunnin. Cunnin will float it, and he will peel off. Play continues. Nashville gets a fresh 5 out there. 7 minutes gone by in the third. Steal by Forsberg. It's a 2-on-0. Granlund and Forsberg, and a save made by Sorokin. A 2-on-0. Granlund again. Chara envelops him. Forsberg steals it back. Duchesne joins the group and deflected out of there by Palmieri. Penalty call is coming up, and it's going to be on the Islanders.
Oh, Forsberg, glorious chance. What a turnover, what a pickoff in the neutral zone. Looked like he could have went back to Granlund, elects to shoot. I think just missed. I think he wanted to go 5-hole.
Crowd roaring, extra attacker is on. A golden opportunity missed with the 2-on-0. Sorokin with a big save. Forsberg elected to shoot. They didn't quite get the angle for that one more pass for the layup, which is what you're looking for when there's no defender there.
They came in with a lot of speed. It's tough. You got to do that bang bang, or you run out of space and time.
Delayed penalty call coming up on the Islanders, and they are able to touch up. 8 minutes into this third period. Big chance for the Nashville power play. Forsberg gets the steal, but the Predators unable to convert.
All right, here's the penalty right here. A little cross check. That could have been called too, but this is going to be a rough. Chara just finishes a little hard there on Matt Duchesne. Watch this. Well, I'll show you right here. You can see Granlund open up. So Philip opens up right. He wants to go right there, 5-hole. He's trying to open that up by showing pass. You can see Sorokin. Right now he's got him. He's got that 5-hole, but he just misses on the ice. And Sorokin's pad was down there waiting. So just a little bit off there on the execution.
And you can see Chara using that reach, 6'9", to get back and bother Granlund. So Forsberg certainly was aware of that. Didn't have that clean pass across. Nashville goes back on the power play. Huge moment of the game here. Duchesne from the dot. Into the skates. Clutterbuck has it and clears.
The chance putting in that area again. The Islanders are going to be waiting there. You have to find ways to execute in tight there. Get those shots, pucks directed at the net. Pets have been good at that lately in the last few games. First period they were on the power play, and the Islanders have made it tough for them the last couple.
You're right, Mace. The first power play had a lot of action, a lot of chances, but since then the Islanders have clamped down. Special teams, the biggest story of the game. The Predators came in with the red-hot power play. They've been stymied. The Islanders had a nice cold power play. They've scored 2 with the extra man today, and they lead 2-1 because of it. Predators jammed up at the line again. Time ticking. Forsberg attacking. Granlund saucers to Josi. Granlund to the bottom of the circle. Pivots back around. And Josi will go to the far side. Duchesne advancing, shooting. Save made. Sorokin with the blocker. Johansson battles, had it. Sent to the point. Josi tries to keep it in. It backs up in the air. Johansson finds Granlund. To the high slide, tried to hit a crashing Johansson. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Puck loose in the circle, bouncing. Nashville tried to go backdoor, and Duchesne broke his stick as he was trying to make the pass.
Yeah, they continue to try that high tip. It's not there. The Islanders, they have their defenseman right in the middle trying to defend that. just not there.
Time ticking down. Second unit is on. Bouncing puck, cleared.
But they had opportunities. Good puck movement again. What I like is their willingness to move that puck quickly. They get set up. That's the hardest thing to do on a power play. But after that, it's about execution. You got to get those pucks through.
Chara comes out of the box. Tolvanen whips it to the net, but it's blocked. They read that shot all the way. Teams back to 5 aside. Predators 0 for 4 on the power play today. Under 10 minutes to go in regulation time. This one ski ramps wide. Islanders so comfortable protecting a lead. This one whipped across, looking for skates. Borowiecki let it fly. Carrier dances down the wall, finds Tomasino. Back to Borowiecki, a blast. Easily handled by Sorokin. No traffic on that shot. Right at the line, Cousins tried to keep it in, but it came offside. That's the halfway point of period 3.
Who's Terry? Crispy and his beautiful wife, Sheila. Oh, man, I couldn't love these two anymore, and what a moment for them to share up. They're obviously such a great partnership, and they're a team. And to see them being recognized, and there's that smile, and both Terry and Sheila just have that uncanny ability when you're talking to them or when he's talking to fans to make you feel like you're the only person in the room, and just two of Smashville's finest all time there. So awesome to see our buddy and Sheila get recognized here in Bridgestone.
Crispy announcing earlier today this season will be his last. And he will retire, although he'll still be around, he said. But you mentioned it, Mace. Crispy's such a great storyteller.
Oh, man.
And just the other day, just the game, it was a nationally televised game. We were in the suite. And Crispy was holding court with a lot of fans. It was classic Crispy. Just engaging with the kids, telling stories. It was awesome.
I'm a big, energy person. You're feeling someone's energy, and they just have that. You just want to be around them, and Sheila, and you just want to listen to them, and they just have you hanging on by what they're saying. It's just such an infectious personality, and what a guy. He's been a great mentor and friend for me. That's no question about that.
Predators trying to bust through this Islander wall of defense. Down by a goal. Time ticking here in the third period. That pass got past Jeannot. He'll follow it up, though. Pulock behind the net for Chara. Crunched by Sissons. It takes a lot to even move Chara. Chara still down there battling. Carrier down on Neal, getting punishment from Chara. Puck still up for grabs. Trennan sends it back around off the glass. To the opposite side they go. Trennan over. Trennan from the slot. And ricocheted off a skate. Checked down by Sissons again. He's been everywhere on this shift. Benning, fresh over the board, beats his man. Right in front, they score! Tanner Jeannot again! Right in front! What a tremendous shift by the Herd. And once again, it's Jeannot in tight. Benning made the pass.
Well, Willie, you make a great point about Colton Sissons. We talk about Jeannot and Trennan, the shiny new toys on the block, but Benning coming down the wall. Colton Sissons, the work before that, keeping the puck alive, getting the body, going to the net. Benning comes down, Jeannot in front, just fires it right on the net. Look, he takes a little look, and Tanner Jeannot right in front of the net. And I'm not sure if that goes off as Jeannot. It looks like it did. But what a shift by the Herd, the identity line to get the Preds tied up at 2.
You heard Dan Heino with Kara Hammer in the intermission. That line is driving the bus. They've gotten all the offense from that trio today. Back come the Islanders. They've answered all day long. Here they come. Mayfield shot. A stretching save by Saros. Now Yossi on the counter. Flips it in deep. Duchesne knifing in. Tangled with Peugeot. Puck in the corner. Boy, if that doesn't inspire you a little bit, it certainly got the fans cranking. Now let's see what kind of energy the Predators feed off of. Here's a deflection made by Tolvanen. Fabro picks up the loose puck. Faked the pass one way, goes the other. Borowiecki fires it in. Strange bounce around the boards. Cunnin trying to track it down. Puck leaks to the middle. Dobson will bank it. Borowiecki tried to line up Parisi right at the blue line. Those two have had their battles over the years. This one, just in time. Tolvanen able to play it. I was holding my breath for half a second there. 13 minutes into this third period. Steal in the neutral zone, Johansson. Ekholm on the diagonal for Luke Cunningham. Everybody else changing behind the play. Cousins.
He's right on.
Cousins still working for it. Dobson floats it to an open side. Green, who's nearing 1,000 games of hockey, very poised, sends it to the line. Bodies down on the ice. A lot of discussion. Offside is the call. Down on the ice is Wallstrom.
Well, Cousins getting tangled up there with Pajot.
Martin came right over to Cousins and had some words. It was out of our view, Mace. It was hard to see what was going on, but the Predators are going to go into the box here.
Well, it's Carrier's in there right now. I don't know if that's it. It looks that way.
Nashville 45 right off for cross-checking.
I didn't see this one, and this would be in the offensive zone. So there's Carrier right there, and it's that little cross check. That's the rule that they're really clamping down on this year. And those were some of the demonstrations that they showed offensive players with possession to try to get an advantage on that play. And it doesn't have to be much. Again, you can push, you can have your glove on and push. You just can't come from a distance out and hit a player with your stick.
The Islanders have made the Predators pay for penalties so far this afternoon. But just like in the second period after Jeannot scored, the Islanders answered with a power play goal. Right now, the goal for the Predators is being scored to Benning, but we're going to keep an eye out to see what it hit when it banked in. Either way, the Predators have to find a way to kill this one off. Broken stick on the ice. Benning races to the bench. Nashville gets a new man on there. 4 sticks to work with. Beauvillier, he's got one of the goals. Turned back by Jeannot. And so they will give it to Jeannot being announced. Paul McCann making the announcement. So if that stays, that's 2 for him. Cunningham with a great backhand clear with some arc on it.
And the team lead in goals. Tanner Jeannot with 4 on the season.
Barzal weaves around one defender. A backhander stopped by Saros. Rebound loose. Swept back behind the net. Borowiecki banging with Barzal along the boards. It comes free. Centering pass. Batted out of the air. Still loose. Great save! Palmieri denied! Islanders keep the attack going. The shot by Wallstrom. Blocked. Rebound. Sent high and out of play. Saros with tremendous anticipation.
Oh, what a save. And boy, does he ever make this look easy. Just his ability, the way that he connects the dots and knows where the next threat is. Anticipation. Watch him fall the puck. He gets to his feet, he readjusts, gets the angle, and then just slams his puck down. Look at the concentration by UC Saros there. Eyes on it right after the rebound. The guys come in and support him. What a save by Saros.
Big face-off coming up. Parisi will head to the bench. That was an equipment issue, I believe. He needs a new stick.
He may be trying to buy his guys a little time here to catch their breath, to keep that unit out there.
Colton Sissons has 2 assists. He's won 10 out of 16 in the face-off circle. Islanders win this draw. Pull up. A blast from Wallstrom. Kick save made by Saros, and the rebound is clear.
And that's another save. Sometimes when a goalie gives up a big rebound, everybody thinks it's a bad rebound. It's an opportunity to get that puck out of the front of the net. Palmieri all over the front of the net. You get that rebound out there, gives his team a chance to recover it.
Nelson pressured along the boards to the line. Pulock to the far side, finding his man. Another save for Saros. Jeannot can't clear the rebound with the backhand. Kept in by the Islanders. 8 seconds to go. Wallstrom. They bumper it out. Nelson whips it back. Pulock to Nelson. Open the shot. Save! Saros with the glove. No rebound. Teams back to 5 aside. They mix it up. Oh, what a great hockey game we're seeing today.
Oh, what a
feisty.
What a kill by the Nashville Predators.
Well, there'll be some untangling of the bodies. Tempers were flaring. Nashville had to work, but they got the kill. Dell Technologies control feature. And UC Saros coming up big in the last few minutes here.
Yeah, look at this. Last 5 home starts and gargantuan 946 save percentage. And I mean, he just put on full display of what he's capable of when the game's on the line and it matters most. UC Saros to the rescue.
Saros came in allowing 2 or less in 4 of his 6 starts on the season. The one blemish was in Winnipeg. And really, that was not all on him. There was a lot of crazy bounces, some mix-ups in coverage.
Well, both even Hellebuck gave up 4, and I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of those games. It happens every so often, but he's been really solid to start this season.
It took everything they had, but the Predators did manage to kill off that last power play for the Islanders, so they are 2 for 4 on the afternoon. All tied up with 4:18 left. Tanner Jeannot has both goals for the Predators. What an afternoon. Around for Fabro. Quickly back down low. Pelech ahead. Martin controls it in the neutral zone, finds his partner. It's Clutterbuck. Waits, fires, save, and it goes out of play.
And Willie, you're talking about Tanner Jeannot, and we got to give Colton Sissons a ton of credit because Jacob Underwood just informed me he's 11 for 17 in the face-off circle, 2 assists. And his job on the forecheck, just his consistency. It's such a calming force with those 2 young players on his wing. And as a centerman, you're the leader of your line, and it starts with you and the defensive details. The penalty kill, him and Tanner Jeannot are the first 2 guys over. Got to give Sissons a ton of credit for the success of that line.
Nashville has been outshot 23-9 since the first period, but they've scored 2 goals on those 9 shots. Crunch time now, another tight game. Just about every game the Predators have played, this is their 8th, has been this situation, anybody's contest. Forsberg, the wrister blocked. Didn't shoot that with authority. Looked like he was trying to play it for the pass instead. Anders Lee bumps it. Carrier was looking for Lee to follow up. He didn't chase him. So Carrier floats a long pass that's easily intercepted by Chara. Chara, a lateral pass all the way across, and Carrier jumps that passing lane. Trennan got a stick on it, and it's lifted out by Duchesne. So you mentioned Sissons' numbers, 2 goals, 3 hits, a block shot for Tanner Jeannot on the afternoon. Saros looks one way, passes the other. Benning calling for it. In the corner it goes. Chara trying to hold off the charging Trennan. Out to Wahlstrom. He's got one of the 2 Islander goals. Wahlstrom at 21, Parisi at 37, leading the attack on this rush. Novak, the rookie, 1 of 4 in the lineup today for the Predators. One of the youngest teams in the league now all of a sudden as the roster transforms. Benning playing catch with Josi. Josi looks for an option. Off a skate, turned back by the Islanders. Predators have to hurry on their line change. Nelson slams on the brakes. Sissons a good deflection. Mayfield to the net front, picked off by Cousins. Cousins skates in. Cousins gains the red line. Sissons stays out on the attack. Cousins follows up. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Beauvillier wide of the net, hits the backside of the cage. Swept along by Ekholm. Sent back around by the Islanders. Dobson. Nelson behind the net. Sissons up the wall. Ekholm able to take it to the red line and dump it in. Here comes the truck. Tanner Jeannot. What a game he's had. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. Joining in is Johansson. Jeannot needs to get to the bench. Tolvanen will forecheck. Comes all the way to the Predators line. It ends up in deep. Fabro has to work quickly. Misplayed it. Picked up Barzell. Barzell sweeping it out to the slot. They collapse on him. Cizikas looking for the green at the point. Down low. Josi banks it. And a great job by Johansson to use his reach. Line change going on. Under a minute to go. Fabro makes the steal, gets it ahead for Tolvanen. The trailer Granlund swings it just wide. It hit a broken stick and slowed down. Martin using his big body. It kicks to the middle. Granlund fires off the side of the cage. And it goes out of play. Time to look at the Nissan defensive stops.
What a goaltending battle here tonight, and this is Sorokin on Forsberg, 2-on-0. Shuts him down right there, what a save. And then the other end, our very own UC Saros coming to the rescue, flashing the leather in front. That was after about 3 or 4 unbelievable saves on the Islanders power play. Both guys, Saros 33 saves, Sorokin 18. I'll tell you what, both of these guys very impressive tonight.
42.3. Showing on the clock. Face-off won by the Predators. Duchesne swept it to the point. Ekholm's shot deflects high. Peugeot lifts it. Ekholm patrolling right on the Predators logo at center. 30 to go. Sent back in on the diagonal. It clipped the railing. Puck loose, Peugeot. This time down the wall, past Parisi, hustling over Carrier. And a great job by Ekholm to get it out of the zone. 17 seconds left. Long pass for the Islanders. They want the last chance. Islanders will change. Predators will change. Ekholm in no hurry. Beauvillier now shadowing. And for the first time this year, we're going to go past 60 minutes in the Predators season. A 2-2 game. The Predators fight back twice in the hockey game to get even. And we'll move on to 3-on-3. Tanner Jeannot with both goals for the Predators. Stick around. And a battle all throughout. Let's catch people up if you joined us late.
Well, right here, the Islanders on the power play. Both of their goals on the power play. Nice little pass over there. Top shelf, good movement by the Islanders there to get them on the board. But the Preds come right back. And Tanner Jeannot lets a laser go with Yakov Trenin going to that Colt assisting on that one as well. And then again on the power play, the Islanders, nice little pass over, and Wahlstrom just lasers one again, top shelf, short side, 2-1 Islanders, but the Preds never give up. Matt Benning takes a look, Tanner Jeannot parked in front of the net, gets a deflection to tie the game at 2, and here comes overtime.
First 3-on-3 of the season for the Predators. Islanders have one overtime loss this year. It'll be Nelson against Johansson. Puck up for grabs on the red line. They work it back. And Forsberg sent it right into the midsection of Josi. But that'll work. Josi, Forsberg, Johansson, Beauvillier, Nelson, and Pulock. Bank pass for Forsberg out of his reach. Sorokin will play it. Beauvillier lost his footing. Then Forsberg fell down. Broken play, and it's a 2-on-1 for New York. Nelson shooting. Save made! Soros! Predators counter. Forsberg. He's got Josi with him. Forsberg to the middle. Hangs on to the puck. Trying to battle for possession. Predators can't find the handle. Josi's still out there. Nelson started as well. He's got to get to the bench. Pulock is tired. Johansson is fresh. Now everybody's got those fresh bodies out there. So wow, opportunities on both sides. Now watch out for Barzal. A great open ice skater. Very shifty. Granlund will track him. He'll circle all the way around and interchange with Bailey. They try to go back to him. Pelech. Duchesne staying on the defensive. Barzal working out high again. Another crisscross. This time he keeps the puck. Picked up by Granlund. Bailey with Ekholm. Doesn't like what he sees. He'll wheel it back. And the Islanders will try to trap the Predators on the ice. Pelech pressured now by Duchesne. Duchesne goes for the steal. He works it free. Duchesne pressuring Pelech all the way to the corner. Granlund waiting on the outside, picks up the puck. Granlund to the net front. A backhander stopped by Sorokin.
Oh my goodness, what a job by Matt Duchesne to continue that pressure. First it was Ekholm up ice, pressured all the way back. He went for a change. Duchesne continues. Watch this on Pelech. Look at him battle right there. Watch this. He's going to get the puck loose, leave it for Granlund, and then he attacks the net. And Sorokin makes a good save as Duchesne comes to the net. And here's the Islanders' chance earlier. Just look at the battles of the Predators. And here's a 2-on-1. Watch this save. UC Saros, 2-on-1. Just slams that pad down and shoots it out. Makes a beautiful save. Back and forth.
Johansson asked for time to tie his skate lace. He drops the gloves there. Everybody taking a deep breath. J.G. Pajot will oppose him. Carrier is on the ice, along with Forsberg. Palmieri, Pajot, and Dobson out there, the youngster. Face-off taken by the Islanders. Chipped ahead Palmieri. Forsberg works his way back to Johansson. Johansson will weigh the options, cruising up the ice. Drives wide, Forsberg. Tried to pick the corner, just missed it. He had choked way down on the stick. Puck loose, Forsberg looking in front. Sends it across, and the shot goes high. Johansson didn't have much angle to shoot for. Forsberg, however, determined to try to keep this play alive. Pajot does a great job to hang in there, and he gets it to Dobson. Now the Islanders attack. Dobson back to the forehand. Dobson draws two defenders. Pass, though, cut off there by Granlund. Palmieri does a good job to get it back. The Islanders will move back to the neutral zone, past the halfway point in 3-on-3. Islanders led by a goal twice. Beauvillier driving all the way ahead, lost it last minute. Yossi pries it loose. Tomasino has it. So Tomasino with some 3-on-3 time. He'll hand it off to Granlund. Granlund will drive the middle. Yossi cuts back. Tomasino tried to go back to Yossi. Yossi did not attack. Nashville trying to get some fresh bodies out there. Duchesne will come in for an exhausted Granlund. Yossi will start over. Outlet pass to the rookie. Phil Tomasino. Tomasino accelerating. Tomasino drives it all the way back behind the net. He'll circle out high again and keep the puck. He'll find Matthias Ekholm, who just came in for Yossi, so he's fresh. Three-man weave. Duchesne the third man. Duchesne gets the pass. Powers to the front. Stopped by Sorokin. Duchesne tried to end it. Big save. Tomasino strong on the puck. Got it back to Ekholm. Predators grinding the Islander defense. Tomasino to the bench. Ekholm identifies the new man. It's Eeli Tolvanen. Ekholm attacks. Duchesne. Duchesne reversing course. Duchesne weaving out high. Now Ekholm will give way. Carrier comes off. Duchesne to the bench. Tolvanen whips it back to the new man. Forsberg changes with Tolvanen. Tolvanen keeps. No angle to shoot. 45 seconds and counting. Tolvanen back to the neutral zone. Islanders are tired. This one played into space. Tolvanen trying to win the race from Pellet. Tolvanen crunched. Tolvanen keeps it alive, finds Forsberg in front. Man wide open. Spinning pass. What a save! Incredible! A tremendous pass. But Sorokin and a defender desperately came in and took it. That was 2-on-1 for the Islanders. Barzal lost the handle. Nelson going back to the bench, sees the puck coming his way. He takes it back across the line. 9 seconds to go. One more chance for the Islanders. 5 seconds. Barzal drives wide. Barzal being hooked. Pushed into the boards, and that'll do it. That goal will not count. So the Predators smartly, Mace, with the time ticking down, hooked and did everything they could to keep Barzal from winning it at the buzzer.
Oh my gosh, this was the best chance of the period by far. Give the edge to the Nashville Predators. Watch Forsberg, he did a great job keeping it. Carrier turns around. Tolvanen right into the pads of Sorokin. Look at this pass. Creates the passing lane, and Sorokin just sprawls out in a desperation. Full split to absolutely rob Eeli Tolvanen. What a play. Look at him shaking his head. Can't believe it. What a save.
I wasn't sure who actually stopped it. It was Pulock or Sorokin, but it was the goaltender that got back in desperation.
Oh man, what a play. There's a great pass by Forsberg up top, and then Carrier to create that passing lane, and then Sorokin just full desperation. Now the shootout, these goalies, you don't go to many shootouts nowadays with the 3-on-3, but every single game they have an iPad and they watch the shooters they're going to shoot. You're going to have to go back to last year, because I don't know how many shootouts the guys have been in this year for the Islanders, but they'll see tendencies, they'll see the moves. You'll be able to read if a guy skates out to the right, he's got to move there. If he comes down the middle, you try to get a feel for what the shooters are going to do. On the flip side of it, the players watch video every morning or the day before, whenever you do the meetings before the game, on the goaltender's tendencies in the shootout as well. So you kind of get a book on a guy, and then ultimately the rest is up to the shooters, and looks like Matt Duchene will get honors.
So Duchene will shoot first. There was a Predator penalty. I think it was on Forsberg. That means he would not be able to shoot.
Yep, good call.
Duchene will start this shootout. And he's stopped by Sorokin.
He tries to go down, does a little fake. You have to have some sort of deception against Sorokin, and then to finish this move, you got to get that puck upstairs. Right here, he's going to stick quick hands. He gets him to go, but the edge work of Sorokin, and he gets that glove over the pad, which is huge because Duchene's puck was going over the pad, so it makes a great save.
Young Oliver Wahlstrom, 21 years of age, for the New York Islanders. No go.
No go. He opens up. You're trying to get the goal. When you're righty coming there, you open up. You essentially have the whole net, and you're trying to find a space right here to get Saros to bite. He holds it. He's trying to beat him right over that blocker. Saros able to keep his momentum and shut down that side of the net.
Well, forget what I said about Forsberg not being able to shoot. Either the penalty wasn't on him or I don't know the rule. Either is possible, but here's number 9. Second round, Forsberg coming in with speed. He scores!
It's all about the deception. Watch the pump fake right in the middle. He opens up Sorokin right there, pulls him, and now he wants to open up. Goes right through. What a move by Philip Forsberg. Almost similar to what he tried in the game on the 2-on-0. He's trying to go right through the middle, open up that hole. This time he nailed it.
Second round, Anthony Beauvillier. He owns a goal this afternoon. He will approach from wide against Saros. Save with the glove, the golden glove of Saros.
The old golden glove, and he waits. It's the patience on this as a goaltender. It's hard. Coming in slow, he's trying to get him to bite, but he runs out of space. Saros doesn't go over. He's only got half of the net. He just made that look easy. Beauvillier shoots it right into the glove of Saros.
It will be the captain, Roman Josi. Crowd on their feet. All eyes on number 59. Josi starts from the left side. Predators win! It's all over! The captain! So the Predators come back twice and win it in the shootout. What a tremendous afternoon of hockey in Smashville.
What a gutsy win. What a gutsy win by the Nashville Predators. Down. They trailed for a large part of that game. They stuck with it. They never gave up. And the recipe they talked about in that third period. Go to the net. Tanner Jeannot gets the goal. And then Roman Josi finishes it off with a shot. And he catches Sorokin. Pulls it and makes a perfect shot over the pad of Ilya Sorokin. And what a goal by Forsberg. What a gutsy 2 points for the Preds tonight.
So UC Saros with an outstanding performance. The Predators get their third consecutive win. And on that, we send it down to the desk with Lindsay and Crispy.
Thanks so much, Willie. Wow, Crispy, I don't know about you. I mean, what an exciting night. Back and forth, up and down, and the Preds end up getting that extra point in a shootout.
Lindsay, I got to tell you, I was watching the 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah.
I was still exasperated watching it. And then they come right into this shootout, Forsberg, then Josi. And I was looking on that 3-on-3 shootout. It goes, Granlund scoring chance, Joey is scoring chance, Duchene, Tolvin. I'm thinking, oh man, what's going on? Great shootout.
Oh,
Whoa.
incredible. And UC Saros, wow.
Late in the game, I mean, the shots when they were coming at him late in that third period. But you know what, Lindsay, I hate to sound trite with this, but we're sort of getting used to it. I mean, Saros does that so religiously for this team. And this afternoon's game, I should say, was just exactly what we expected. A goaltender's duel.
It was. All right, let's go back inside the bowl for the Fifth Third Bank 3 stars of the game.
Number 74, UC Saros. And the first star of the game from your Nashville Predators with 2 goals, number 84, Tanner Jeannot. And now, let's go down to the Predators bench where Kara Hammer has an interview with our number 1 star.
Tanner, that was a gutsy win, and you guys found a way to battle back. Walk us through that third period goal that tied the game.
Boys are just working hard, playing our game we want to play down low and being hard on their D. Benny made a great play going wide and threw it to the net, and I just like standing there and happened to go off me, so I got a lucky one.
Your line was driving the bus tonight, but how much did that start with Colton Sisson's ability to win in the face-off circle?
Oh, he's been unreal all year. It's so much easier playing the game with the puck instead of chasing it, so I can't thank him enough for winning those draws.
How big was it to pick up 2 points before you guys head out on a 6-game road trip?
It was huge. That was our mindset coming back home here. We want to play good for our fans, get back to 500, and go in on a hot streak going on the road.
Congrats, Tanner.
Thank you.
You heard Tanner Jeannot. The Preds looking to go on a hot streak as they head out on the road. All right, the final score from Smashville. Preds get the win in a shootout, 3-2. Stick around for Predators Live, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans, coming up next on Valley Sports.